All right, let's get into round two. Gustavo with the guard. He did prize a Ralt versus Blake with Lost Box. So this matchup, I think, is like slightly favored for Lost. It's pretty close. It might just be a 50-50 to be honest. This matchup is like super close, I feel like. Maybe slightly favored for Lost Box. Maybe slightly favored for Lost Box. Big deal to get down a lot of Ralts early. Candy them into the guard wars. There's not benching Ralts. Blake's side. Try and get off Greninja if you can, if there's a Manaphy in play. Get to the early, or get to Sableye as soon as you possibly can. And it looks like Blake's hand kind of sucks, but there is the Artisan in play now from Gustavo, so gonna probably take use of that, and then also has a Pokestop in hand, I believe, as well. I'd call it 55-45 if Lost Box goes first. Well, what if Lost Box goes second then? What is it then? Well, because if it's 55-45 the other way around, then it's just a 50-50. And then if it's 50-50, oh my, oof. Unfortunate for Gustavo there. No VIP pass. So can get down to, this is gross actually. So there is an opportunity here for, a turn one Greninja to kind of like decimate the board. 50-50 if Lost Box goes second. So you're saying the matchup is a 52.5 fate. Wait, did I do that math right? 52.5 favored for Lost Box overall. All right, here comes the Artisan. There is a possibility for a turn one Greninja here to kind of like decimate the board here for Blake. But checking the energy, of course. Oh, it looks like this is a Kyogre build, actually. I did see the Kyogre in there, I think. The hand sucks. The hand does suck, though. But this Artisan might bail Blake out here. We'll see. Nest Ball as well. And I would like to see the Greninja grabbed here, I think. Yes, like I think you will if you lost on a little bit less, but you're kind of committed to, you really just want to find Cram Escape Rope here as Blake. So you really just need to find Colress. So I kind of like this. I wouldn't use the Pokestop here from Blake yet. You might use that at the end of the turn. So I'd like to see the, I think that's a Pokestop in the hand. Maybe there's not a Pokestop in the hand, actually. It looks like there was a vacuum. Okay, Battle VIP pass here. Now we're kind of cooking. There's a Pokestop. Okay, there's a Pokestop. So actually, there is the attack. Actually, Blake has the attack here. If we just get Comfy Greninja or Comfy Cram. No, Comfy Cram, Comfy Cram. Also, in this matchup, you don't want to put too many Comfies in play because you want to be able to set up a bunch of attackers. So that way, as you get Iono'd, you have more attacker setup. So you want to, I do not like the Comfy Cram here. Literally has the attack because Blake has a vacuum in hand, which means you can get to 4 in the loss zone with putting Pokestop in play. Maybe you use it, maybe you don't. And then you vacuum that away for 2 plus double Comfy for 2. So you escape rope into Comfy, retreat to Comfy. Oh, wait. No, there's a switch card and an escape rope in the hand here, I think, for Blake. So I don't like this play from Blake. You should just get the Cram here. Cram KO Ralts is so good when they only have double Ralts. Yeah, I don't like this play from Blake here of going the triple Comfy because now you have to find the Cram. But also, even if you find the Cram here, now your board is locked at Sableye triple Comfy Greninja. And what Gustavo's going to try and do is, if not this turn, the next turn, Gustavo's just going to go Cresselia KO Sableye, and you only have 1 bench space for a good attacker, for like an actual good attacker in play, because Cram's not a good attacker in this matchup past turn 1 usually. It usually like falls off instantly. You still want to get that first knockout when you can with the Cram. Blake might be playing more aggressively here to try and get off the turn 1 Greninja. I guess I could see that. That's maybe why you go for the triple Comfy here, because you do, okay, maybe I like it a little. You do have the combo, you have close to the combo in hand. All right, maybe I don't hate this as much anymore. I was kind of like settling for the Cram knockout, but I think Blake's thinking about the Greninja KO here, actually, to be honest. You find that Colress, though. Super Rod versus Energy Recycle. I'd go with the Super Rod here. Sableyes are more important. No, not the Recycler. Recovering Sableyes is just super important in this matchup. Usually don't use Kyogre in this matchup. I don't like that take at all here. There's the rope. And it's still possible we get to the Cram here. Ooh. Actually, does the vacuum almost just get us there? Kyogre's really not that good in this matchup, to be honest. I'd like to see probably the Kyogre Bite the Dust. Gets rid of the vacuum. Because we could have gone vacuum. Yeah, see, but this play is, another thing about this play, though, is like, well, there wasn't a switch card in hand. I thought there was a switch card in hand here, though. But we still have Retreat here. We went Escape Rope into Comfy. Wait, how did this other Comfy get into the active? Am I tripping? Or did we use switch card? Hold up. How did this first Comfy get in the active? Did we retreat? Okay, we retreated to get to this first Comfy in the active. Okay. Okay, now we get to here. Then we take the Kyogre. Okay. Now we have to Pokestop here to see more. But if we did have the Cram... Wait. Oh, am I tripping, dude? I thought they just retreated. No, it was a switch card. Okay, so we did have the cram play already in hand. See, I don't know. I just kind of like going for the cram play. Like, we had it. It's really good. And now, who knows? And we're actually going to see Blake retreat first. I don't like this. Because you could commit to the Pokestop here and then use Pokestop. And then if you get a VIP pass or a nest ball, you can just go get cram retreat, attack with cram. Go Pokestop plus vacuum. Now we go to this other Comfy. Now we need... There's the Battle VIP pass. I feel like Blake is like tunnel visioning super hard. Blake is tunnel visioning super... Now, you can't do anything now. Blake is tunnel visioning super hard on this turn on Greninja, but it's literally impossible as soon as you don't take the battle... Well, it's literally impossible at this point. Unless you're going to put down a fourth Comfy to get there, I guess. And there goes the Colress. See, I just don't like this sequence from Blake, to be honest. Also, if you get this KO on this turn 1 Ralts with a Cram, there's still a really, really good chance that if you get this turn 1 KO on this Ralts with a Cram, there's a really good chance that Gustavo can't get down the Manaphy next turn, because Gustavo still has to get more Ralts in play to be able to play the game. So there's a chance that the Manaphy doesn't even come down for Gustavo next turn, then you can just Greninja next turn. I really don't like this sequence from Blake. I think Blake, as soon as Blake had the Escape Rope Cram KO, the first Battle VIP pass should have just got Comfy Cram, and then you had the Vac plus your own Pokestop to be able to go through everything and guarantee the knockout on the Ralts. I think you should have just committed to that immediately. I think you should have just done just do the Cram play there. Yeah, because now you just passed and you just didn't do anything. This just doesn't feel good. Ooh, Gustavo apparently has a really bad hand. Gets an Ultra Ball. Oh, okay, didn't not have nothing. Oh, I think was looking for the rare candy there. Gustavo was looking for that rare candy there. Is eyeing the Greninja? Is the Manaphy prized? No, I think it is there. The Manaphy is there for Gustavo. Manaphy is in the deck. Here comes the research or Juniper. Needs to find Manaphy here, though. Now you're really in trouble. You're in danger of the Greninja happening next turn for sure. There's a Fog Crystal to grab another Ralts here. And you need to find that Manaphy. If you get the attack off this turn, that's great for Gustavo, but it's definitely not necessary to get the turn 2 attack here, to be honest. So refinement. We just want Manaphy here. Patch retreat. Level ball. Fog Crystal. No Manaphy for Gustavo. A little scary now. Ralts in the hand. Is thinking about grabbing the Cresselia. I think it's like the only really reasonable thing to grab here. I don't know if you bench it though. Grabs Cresselia. I don't think it's like quite counts as Gustavo benching it, so I don't think Gustavo has to leave it on the bench here. We'll see if Gustavo picks it up though. You probably do just commit it here at this point though. Yeah, okay. They are committing it to the bench. I was like, this is probably the correct play. All right. Definitely want to see an attack with Greninja here from Blake. They do have a Colress now, so I think it's pretty much guaranteed. I think they guaranteed have the attack with Greninja here. They can take out Curlia, and the 60 HP Ralts is the one I think you'd want to remove. I don't know if there's the Echoing Horn. I don't know if Blake plays Echoing Horn, but you'd want to take out the 60 HP one so you could like Echoing Horn it back into play later. But it should be a guaranteed here for Blake. Should be able to easily get to 7. Probably should go for the Escape Rope here. Or Seal Stone does not seem that great. I would definitely go with the Escape Rope here. Just burn through some Comfies this turn. You don't really want to put a 2-prizer in play anyways to begin with, so yeah, we're at 6. Here's an Escape Rope. Thinking about the Greninja send up. Definitely get rid of the 4 Seal Stone here. You definitely want second Sableye is just so you want to bench double Sableye right now, actually. As Blake, you want to go attack with Greninja plus bench double Sableye, because as soon as the Iono start hitting, you want to be like have as much attackers as possible in play as possible. And if he Colress, so pretty clean there as well. Has another Escape Rope left. I think we're at 8 now. Nest Ball in hand. You could burn the Nest Ball, but you probably should just hold it. And still has, we could see a Pokestop use here, I think still. Yeah, there's the Pokestop use. I don't mind it. Especially if Blake plays Palpad. And got a Battle VIP pass to burn with this. So I think we actually get to 10 here already in the Lost Zone here from Blake. This is super good. Catch a Sableye. Whoa! What? Wait. Dude. No shot. Dude, Gustavo was clenching there for sure, bro. Gustavo was like, all right, I guess I'd lose. They're going to Greninja me and the game is over. What? Dude, that is a huge throw from Blake. I thought we were just burning. I didn't know Blake was trying to get to 10 and then because there's everything in the hand, right? I'm not trolling. There's a gate in the hand, and there's also the energy recycler that we saw get taken earlier. There's the gate. And there's a recycler in the hand as well. There's a gate and a recycler in the hand. So Blake could have gone Greninja KO, Curly KO Ralts, and then the game is basically over. You can see the water first action and didn't get another. There's a water in the hand right now. Yeah, there's a water in the hand right now. And also, if they did do that, that also would have been a misplay. They 100% should have been playing for Greninja as soon as the turn started. I kind of want to see the whole hand. I don't know if we're going to see the whole hand here. Yeah, it's water, lightning, psychic. They got the whole lineup in there. They can do whatever they want. Oh, that's such a huge throw from Blake. Should have also benched second Sableye here as well. Second Sableye is also in the hand, and that should have been benched. Did he find second Sableye? Was he playing around Cresselia Sableye in the next turn? It doesn't matter. You don't care. You just bench double Sableye, and then you go Greninja, take 2 prize cards. It's definitely this is a huge throw from Blake. Greninja there. If you go Greninja, bench double Sableye, you're in such a ridiculously good position. It's just like insane. It's just like that's a huge throw right there, to be honest. Yeah, I have not liked a lot of the plays here from Blake. A lot of missed sequences so far. And imagine if Blake had just settled for the Cram KO on the Ralts turn 1 into Greninja turn 2. The game is just gone. Yeah. Could have gone KO Mew and 6 HP Ralts. I don't mind leaving the Mew around, to be honest, for later. Like, you kind of actually want to leave the Mew around later to kind of feed off of with a Sableye play, where you can go like Sableye KO Mew plus set up damage somewhere else to like set up a play knockout with Dragonite or a Sableye on the following turn. So, yeah, definitely a throw there from Blake. Now Gustavo. All right, Gustavo really needs Manaphy. We do have the Ultra Ball. Oh, the Manaphy's in the hand for Gustavo, so we're chilling. We'll see what Gustavo attacks with this turn. Has the candy as well. Has Candy Guardy, so it can protect the Ralts, protect the double Curlia with the Manaphy. There's the candy on the Guardy, but it looks like it is gonna have to be an attack with Guardy EX here from Gustavo, which isn't a big deal. It's not a bad thing. And now look at there's like so many things, right? The board is so much less set up from Blake. You're losing your Sableye as opposed to losing a Greninja. The Sableye is like super efficient attack. You don't want to like lose your Greninja, but yeah, the board could have been so much more progressed here from Blake. Double Sableye in play after attacking with Greninja as opposed to attacking with Sableye with no backup Sableye in play. So yeah. There's the heavy ball from Blake. Another Comfy prize. Probably just leave it prized, to be honest. I don't think you want another dead card in the deck. You already have triple Comfy in play, but maybe if you plan to like just lose a Comfy this turn, maybe you do want that Comfy in the hand at the very least. I don't know. And yeah, we're gonna have to see. We don't need to see a Coalish grab here from Blake, but there's a Greninja. Pokestop in hand. Here comes a Comfy. We need to probably see. It's not looking good. Pokestop and Super Rod. Definitely need the Super Rod here, I think. He had 2 water in hand and 1 prize. Did he have enough energy in deck for Greninja? He had they had a superior in hand, or an energy retrieval or something. So they could have put the energy. I think there was a water in the discard pile. They could have put that in the deck and they would have been fine. They had 3 energy in the discard pile. One of them was a water. So they could have done it. It could have 100% happened. It's not like a question. And if they couldn't have done it, they definitely missequenced at some point to have not done it for sure. Yeah. Was that a Coalish I saw in the hand? No, it's a Raikou. Okay. I don't think Blake is pulling off a big attack this turn. Which, this is where it starts to snowball out of control for the Guardy player. When you whiff like this attack. But, I mean, Blake dug themselves this hole, so. For the next ball. I think took a gate, though, so can maybe get a Sableye set up. Not quite. The gate is a pretty good start. Switch card versus gate. Probably go with gate here. I don't know, to be honest, at this point. It's looking pretty bad. I think they only had 1 water in hand at the end of it, too, because they lost on... Or they got rid of 1 off the rip. Could attack with Raikou, maybe? They could attack with Raikou. I guess you could hope that it doesn't get Respawn knocked out. I think you have to do something here. Not attacking with Raikou feels like it's the same as attacking with Raikou, right? It's like the same. It's like 2 prizes over 2 turns. You get an attack, so you get a prize card. I feel like Blake should have just attacked with Raikou there, right? I feel like that's correct. It's good to use fleet-footed, which might draw you into a Colress and sets you up better for the future turns as well. I don't know. Yeah, this went from like a really bad spot for Gustavo to a really good spot. Off those first two, after those first two sequences from Blake in the first two turns. I don't even know what Gustavo might want to KO the Greninja. You could go boss KO Greninja here. Has a penny in hand as well, so you can start to penny up some of these liabilities on your bench. Yeah, there's the penny on the Greninja. Pushes them. You penny. Oh, but penny on the Greninja is actually the only way to move the Greninja there. Actually, it's curious that Gustavo sent up. Here's a Cresselia grab. I think we'll be able to get to the Cresselia this turn. Maybe this was Gustavo's plan all along, was to find Super Rod and then get to the Cresselia here. I was gonna say the Mew setup was curious there because just putting 2 damage on your Mew to retreat it then and attack with Gardevoir does not sound good. But if Gustavo was always hoping to hit Super Rod there, maybe that was the reasoning for that. And we will see the Cresselia happen here now. 20 on Mew, and then I assume 20 on the Cresselia, and then 20 on one of the Curlias, yeah, and then knock out the benched Comfey. And you always want to knock out the benched Comfey here, just to make sure that Blake, in case Blake wanted to send up the Greninja and have that in their active, they actually don't get that as a choice now. If he doesn't have a switch out, he has cart in hand. I don't know if there was cart in hand there or not. See, this is what I was... Dude, I would definitely discard the... this is a mistake here as well here from Blake. You definitely keep the energy to use Greninja, not the Kyogre. Okay, goes back to the Kyogre. Good. Yeah, Kyogre's just not that good in this matchup. Like, Kyogre's just, like, really not that good in this matchup. It's like, okay, there's some, like, late game scenarios where it can come up where it's, like, you want it, but it's definitely not something you prioritize early, and if you have to loss on it early, it's not the end of the world, usually. Here's the Greninja. We need to find a Colress to get back set up here for Blake. Once again, now, but see, now Raikou's the only play again, but, like, yeah, Blake should have just attacked with Raikou last turn. We also had, like, double Mirage Gate in hand, so Blake could have, like, double Mirage Gate and retreat the active, I think, into the Raikou. Has Super Rod, might have an S-Ball in hand, so could attack with Sableye, I guess. I don't know if there's an S-Ball in there. Thinking about Super Rod. I don't know what Super Rod leads to. If you play Super Rod here, what are you trying to do? I think checking if they can even use Mirage Gate. But now attacking with Raikou means you just lose the game, I feel like. So I don't really love this. I don't really love this play from Blake now. Unless this is an attack with Sableye. If you attack with Sableye here... Is there an S-Ball? Nope. It is going into the Raikou now. Raikou is... Yeah, this is like... yeah, this feels like it's almost impossible now. There's like no cards actually left in Blake's deck. I don't even know if there's... Yeah, I don't even know how many Colress... There's one prize here. I think there's one Colress prize for Blake. So there's like one at least left. Super Rod, not great. Attach. Do get the knockout on the Cresselia here. And the response to this is a little bit awkward here for Gustavo. Because you're probably attacking with a Guardy. So you could have to build up quite a bit of damage on the Guardia, I guess, here from Gustavo. Thinking about, I think, whether or not to bench the Greninja and put it in play as draw power. It's not too much of a liability. Or it's actually maybe thinking about Greninja in it away. There's the Curlia first. There is the Shiny Arcana Gardevoir. How many energy do we need? Only need 5, right? 5 for the knockout. There's the reversal, but you're currently tied on the prize exchange. Or tied on the prize card, so it's not going to do anything. And there's an Iono. Still has one Curlia to work with. So we are just going to see the knockout here on the Raikou from Gustavo. And currently, I think the prize trade is just 100% in Gustavo's favor. Hasn't attached for turn yet. There's an energy to attach for turn. So you're taking less damage to your Gardevoir. We'll probably see the energy get attached for turn from Gustavo to the Shiny Arcana Gardevoir. So you can avoid damage on it. No, it does just throw 3. So it goes up to 6. 80 HP left. I don't think that's like too big of a detriment here. Go down to 2 prize cards. Blake could go... Yeah, I think that the prize trade is just always in the 8, 16. Yeah, I don't know how Blake's ever drawing 4 prize cards in 2 turns. Yeah, I would just concede here if I was Blake. You just never have a... I don't think you ever have a route here. I can't come up with any kind of route. Unless you play... Maybe if Blake plays Hawlucha, but I don't think... If you're playing Kyogre stuff, you probably don't have room for Hawlucha. The only play would have been if Blake had actually kept the Kyogre. Blake this turn could have gone KO Manaphy plus put 5 on the Gardevoir. So you'd be looking at 9 on Gardevoir. And then 220. Yeah, then you could go Kyogre, KO, Gardevoir EX plus something off the bench. But that would be hoping that Gustavo also doesn't recover super or get their second super and recover the Manaphy. You'd also have to hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, I think Blake should just concede here. There's literally no win condition left, so the only thing that playing out this game does further is like potentially makes it so you don't have enough time to win game 2. There is a decent amount of time. I guess like the more likely thing would be there's not enough time to actually win game 3. You probably have enough time to win game 2, but when you get to game 3, it might just end up in a tie instead of a win. So super odd for the Dragonite. I guess Dragonite Punch Guardi EX isn't terrible, or not Guardi EX. Punch the Shiny Arcana Gardevoir and hope Gustavo doesn't have a response to that. But all Gustavo needs is like second Shiny Arcana or Zacian to just win on the next turn. But I guess I don't hate this play here from Blake. Just it's kind of like a Hail Mary, just like praying that praying Gustavo doesn't have it. As long as they have it. But actually, it looks like they're just going to still attack him with Sableye. If you attack with Sableye here, you concede. And I actually think that is going to be an attack with Sableye here from Blake. So it should just be a concede here from Blake. I don't think there's enough cards in hand to pull off the Dragonite play. Unless I'm tripping, but I don't think I am. There we go, Mirage Gates. Yeah, there's nothing left. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. There's nothing to be done here, I don't think. Here comes Sableye. I mean, so I think it is going to be a KO on the active. Nope. KO on the Curlia. So I don't know what this is trying to play into. I guess this plays into if you attack with Dragonite next turn. If you attack with Dragonite next turn, maybe Gustavo doesn't have anything to KO the Dragonite with. But all Gustavo has to do this turn is like, I don't know, retreat and attack with Cresselia maybe. I mean, or just get access to Zacian and then like you just attack with Gardevoir this turn. You could even retreat to Gardevoir EX and load up more energy on your Shiny Arcana. And that would be fine as well. So yeah, if you just load up a ton of energy on the Shiny Arcana here as Gustavo, and then attack with Guardi EX, that's still fine. The manual attached to the Guardi EX is interesting from Gustavo because it doesn't really do anything, I don't think. I mean, Gustavo's just going to go for the knockout, though. There we go. Comfy for 1 goes into the Dragonite. So has the Dragonite, but I don't actually know if Blake can get the Dragonite into the active to KO the active here. They only have an escape rope in hand. Nope, there's a concede. Okay, it's concede a little bit late. Like I said, probably should have happened last turn. Didn't. So Blake, but I think, yeah, I mean, we all, yeah, Blake definitely played the first 2 turns really poorly. And with how good of an advantage they could have had, I actually think Blake would have won game 1 if they had played that cleaner. I think Blake would have won game 1 if they had played that cleaner for sure. Can we peep those prize cards? Okay, prize cards. Mew prize for Gustavo could be big if their turn is slow. You actually don't want to put Mew in play in this matchup, but if you have a really slow start, you sometimes have to. Double Battle VIP Pass prize also could be rough for the setup from Gustavo. So Gustavo's setup options are a little bit rough here. On Blake's side, nothing too important prize. Like, whatever. The Mirage being the last 2, that could be the only thing that really comes up. But it's possible that Heavy Ball gets played at some point in there. So it might not be that big of a deal. Opening hand here for Blake has to start with the, or does start with the Raikou, which is not great. It's not terrible. Having a V Pokemon in play in this matchup isn't like awful because you do need ways to like either punch Guardi EX really hard or like 1 KO Shiny Arcana. They're looking at the Greninja here, but I definitely would like to see them probably take Comfey here. Also, turn 2 attack with Raikou is not terrible either because it's sometimes the Guardi deck won't be able to like turn 2 1 KO the Raikou, so you can like get 2 attacks off with it, but they can just kind of Cresselia around it. I think Blake's goes for the Greninja here, but I don't like that. I think you want to go with the Comfey here because you want to build up your Lost Zone because there's a really good chance that you get Iono turn 1 from Gustavo, so you just want to use Comfey and Comfey Interactive. Okay, they did get the Comfey here. They were looking at the Greninja, so I was like, I don't really like that, but I'm not a big fan of that, but does get the Comfey. Does not have much else to work with here. Here's the escape rope. Here comes the Comfey. Battle VIP. Okay, get rid of the Psychic. Got the Battle VIP. You can go get Greninja and another Comfey here. Definitely want to get Greninja in play, though. You want to have the threat of that. Like, once again, if you get Iono next turn, you want to have the Greninja just in play, threatening. You do want to build up your Lost Zone here, though. So I think there's only 1 energy in hand here for Blake and no other switch cards. So I do want to see Blake retreat and not use Greninja here. I want to see Blake hard retreat and use Comfey. All right, cool. The Manaphy, keep the switch card. That's fine. And I think it's going to just be a pass from there. That's all right. Over to Gustavo. Gustavo's hand looks pretty good here, actually. Double Level Ball. That means hella Rolts on the way. And hopefully Manaphy. Manaphy wasn't prized here for Gustavo, so should be seeing the Manaphy grabbed here. from Gustavo as well, if it's not already in the hand. Just Ralts and Manaphy. Getting down Greninja and Cresselia is nice as well, because that means that Cram wouldn't be able to get a prize card. But the big threat, or the big thing that Blake would want to pull off, which is definitely possible because Blake does play double vacuum, would be like to attack with Sableye this next turn. Cram is like, if you have to attack with Cram, you go with Cram. Level ball again here. Another Ralts. I don't think I saw Manaphy in the deck, so I hope it's in the hand here for Gustavo. Could be in trouble. We'll see. Definitely has like a supporter of some type, I think. Attach active. And it's an Iona, okay. 4 Ralts, Manaphy. Definitely wants to see a retreat into like Greninja. Ideally, would be the ideal thing to retreat into here. There's a Battle VIP pass. There's some energy. Not much else actually in the hand though. So Gustavo's definitely gonna be thankful for some Greninja draw here, because the rest of the hand kind of sucks. So I think you failed this first Battle VIP pass. I don't know about that actually. Keeping the cards around to have more cards to work with for Kirlia discards, Ultra Balls. Yeah, you could have failed the first Battle VIP pass to play the other one, but like you have full control over the disruption in this matchup. It's not like you're getting Iona next turn from Blake or anything like that. So this is probably correct actually. And then probably punch and run, I guess. Ooh, into the other Ralts. Okay, so runs to the 60 HP Ralts, doesn't run to the Greninja. I mean, your Greninja's not going to get KO'd, probably. If they punch with Cram this turn, I guess you don't mind a bench press getting open either to use Cresselia. I don't hate this play, actually, from Gustavo. That's probably fine. Greninja start here from Blake. Does have the 4 Seal Stone in hand. Probably want to grab the Sableye here. Double Sableye is super important. I don't like that. Was there 2 Nest Balls in hand? No, it's 1. You do want to at least attack with Cram this turn as Blake. I don't hate keeping the Nest Ball. I probably still would have kept the Sableye, though. It's super important to... Ooh, Colress already. Nice. It's super important to be able to set up double Sableye in this matchup. So I'm not a huge fan of that. The Sableye Lost Zone there. Getting rid of the 4 Seal Stone. And... gotta get rid of 1 more card here. That's another thing about, like, actually potentially... I actually wonder... Sure, the escape rope. Like, Blake could escape rope here. Gustavo would probably send up another Ralts, though, instead of the Greninja. Could send up the Greninja, but you probably send up Ralts here to not get board locked. You could board lock Gustavo here. So Blake does have the Cram attack here. I don't believe it's prized, but it's not going to be a big deal even if it is. Thinking about it. Okay, there we go. Nest Ball. Oh, we don't even need to use the 4 Seal Stone here either. Okay, they just want to see how many in Lost Zone. 6 in the Lost Zone. Yeah, so you just get Cram. And then we could have kept the escape rope and used the escape rope here. Gustavo probably just pushes up a different Ralts. You KO the Ralts, then you go into Cresselia as Gustavo. Which card guarantees the knockout on the Ralts? But I almost feel like Blake would rather punch the Cram. We're probably going to see a hard retreat because we haven't seen that, I guess, as well. You'd want a hard retreat here. But you could have attached an energy to Raikou. It's probably fine. I think it's better to just have left this Ralts in play. I mean, that Ralts would always be the first Ralts to evolve anyways. I don't know. All right, let's see what Gustavo can get set up here. Uh-oh. Not a whole lot, actually. Ooh, this is not good. Gustavo actually does not have very much to work with here. Thinking about Boss on Greninja. It's not going to do very much, especially with the 4 Seal Stone in play. Like, this is not going to guarantee do anything. Now I think we definitely run to the Greninja here as Gustavo. Yeah, pretty unfortunate draw here from Gustavo. Attached to another Ralts. And then teleportation for 10. Yeah, teleportation for 10. Run to Greninja this time. You have a bench space to work with so you can get the Cresselia down. But yeah, this is pretty bad. Now from Blake, we probably want to see Sableye this turn on the Manaphy. It's going to be hard, if not impossible, for Gustavo to like evolve all the Ralts to Guardies. Oh, there's 1 Kirlia in play. I actually didn't see that Kirlia there from Gustavo. So maybe actually with that 1 Kirlia in play, if I'm Blake here, actually, I want to go Sableye KO the Kirlia. I take it back. Get rid of the Recycler. Get rid of the Recycler every time. We don't need Recycler. Who cares about Recycler? You have 2 Super Rods in hand. Get rid of this Recycler. Too much Recycler holding from Blake here. Yeah, I should definitely be able to pull off a Sableye attack. Like I said, I really don't like that lost zoning of that Sableye. Yeah, I really don't like the lost zoning of that Sableye from Blake on that last turn. Setting up doubles, having the potential to set up double Sableye in this matchup is just super good. But yeah, I think we should definitely go after this Kirlia here as Blake here. Gets a Sableye, KO Kirlia, and I would like to see probably the 4 damage counters go onto the Manaphy That's generally like where I like the damage to go is 4 on mana fee. Because like if you put 4 of it on a Ralts, that Ralts is the one that's gonna get rare candy to guard EX. And if they don't get rare candy guard EX next turn, you win anyways. So I usually like to see the damage go to the mana fee. We'll see where Blake puts it though. And 100% has the option to attack with. Has 9 to loss on, needs to get to the second Comfy and should be good. So escape rope here, push up Comfy, use Comfy. Still has 4 Seal Stone. It'd be cool if they can actually not use the 4 Seal Stone this turn and keep that around. They have the gate. They might have to use gate. That's fine. It's also a situation where they could start to run out of time. Oh, they actually have vacuum. Ooh, I do not like getting rid of Echoing Horn though. Echoing Horn is super powerful in this matchup. Actually, like Echoing Horn is super good against Guardian. I don't like getting rid of the Echoing Horn here. Just get rid of one of those. You have 3 super rods. No, get rid of the lightning energy in your hand. Lost on the lightning energy. Who needs lightning energy? We don't need lightning energy. I like the idea of trying to conserve the gate. I think that's fine. I think using the vacuum here is fine. Keeping on the 4 Seal Stone is sick. Okay, cool. And then, like I said, 4 on mana fee, dope. Oh, 2. I don't like that. Oh, this plays right into Cresselia. There's also another reason. It's also a reason why you don't want to split your damage, because now Cresselia this turn could actually attack and move all this 4 off, even if Gustavo doesn't get Candy Guardy. So yeah, you don't split your damage here, because then Cresselia just takes advantage of that. Yeah, don't do that. Okay. Versal researches Ionos. We'll probably see the Iono here from Gustavo. It thins out the Sinnoh. You don't really want to super rod the Ralts back, I guess. I don't hate yeah, super rod in there from Gustavo is probably not correct. Or correct to not super rod there. I see Guardies. I see no candies though. Yeah, it's looking rough for Gustavo here. Sheesh. It's not looking good. I think he just concede. Okay, yeah, I like that from Gustavo. 10 minutes, 11 minutes left. There's probably not enough time for either player to win here. This one was definitely played way better from Blake, but Gustavo had a rougher start here. Yeah, a lot of tunnel visioning in game 1 from Blake. Oh, double Ralts prize. Okay, maybe there is a chance for actually Blake to win this one, depending on how good of a start Gustavo has. All right, thins out the deck. Here comes the Mew for a level ball. Ninja. There's the mana fee. Okay. Looking pretty good for Gustavo so far. Another level ball here. Am I skipping ahead? I didn't mean to skip ahead through this stuff. Level ball again. Probably gonna grab a Curlia. There's nothing else to grab. I don't know if Gustavo checks that they have no Ralts left. I think Gustavo might be finding out right now that they prize double Ralts. A lot of Pokemon search cards. All right, settle for a Curlia. And then probably want to see Cresselia get benched here from Gustavo to limit the prize aggression from... You don't want to give the Artisan over to Blake. So I don't know if Gustavo maybe could have sequenced that differently where they're able to get actually a Cresselia down. Because then Cram doesn't have a KO target, and you kind of slid on the prize aggression from Blake. Psychic Chorus. What are we taking here from Blake? Sort of Chorus Psychic to keep Heavy Ball. Yeah, you haven't searched the deck yet, so you're hoping that there is something priced here from Blake. I don't remember checking the prize card, so I don't know if there is or not. There's a Sableye prize. That is a card that you do want, but not what you're hoping to see, a Greninja or a Comfy prize there. Or even Cramp, to be honest. You appreciate the 11 months there. Julia 1, I appreciate it. No idea how to pronounce your name, but I appreciate the support. S-Ball. Ooh, actually, no, I don't like this. This is bad sequencing here. Because we haven't used our Comfy yet, right? You want to use Comfy first. Because if you hit Comfy off of Comfy, you're not mad about that. Because that gets you closer to the Cram attack for turn. Or if you hit Greninja, then you can Nest Ball for Comfy. So I don't like this. This sequence here is bad. We have plenty of switch cards as well, so we wouldn't mind seeing more Comfies. The escape rope. I don't like that either. Now you get to see the Greninja push here from Gustavo. Just slow down the prize aggression. Yeah, this is yeah, I really don't like that play from Blake. Gets rid of the Echoing Horn again. Once again, I don't like losing the Echoing Horn here. Echoing Horn is like really good in this matchup. Especially when you're trying to draw prize cards super aggressively and you need like the small squad on the bench to be able to actually like take advantage of. I don't like that evolve from Gustavo either. It should have evolved the other one, but I'm sure Gustavo's trying to play pretty fast here to have a chance to win this game, especially when you're in this situation where it got the rare candy as well. It doesn't have the Gardevoir yet though, I don't think. Attach Retreat. Looking for Mew to find an Ultra Ball here. There's the Ultra Ball. So we got the candy on the Guardy EX, but no attack this turn. Could attack with Mew, I guess, for 30 if you wanted to, but... There's the pass. There's Greninja. In this sequence, in this sequence from Blake, I think I want to see Greninja first, because we have nothing to work with in the hand. Usually when you have so like if you Comfy and you see 2 good cards, okay, it's cool, you get 1 good card. But with so little to work with in the hand, you usually want a Greninja first, because then if you can get 2 good cards, you have that much more to work with. So we'll just see how Blake sequences here. So I think I want to see Greninja first here. And then you can play off of what you get off the Greninja with... Okay, I like that. Greninja first here. You get 2 cards to work with, and then Comfy can kind of work with those 2 cards. What you get off the Comfy can work with those 2 cards. So you probably get rid of the Raikou here. Maybe just attack with Cram if you can. But I think there might be a Force Seal Stone in hand. If there's a Force Seal Stone in hand, then you definitely go for the Raikou probably. But I guess that means you're not... If you do that, you're not actually... You might not be attacking this turn. There's a Forest. I think you do just have to go for the Forest play here. We're sitting at... This would be 6 in the Lost Zone? Yeah, you definitely try and attack with Sableye this turn. If you can KO the Kirlia this turn, you're actually in a pretty good spot here as Blake, I feel like. So if we can get to Sableye this turn... And I think Blake has it. Is it 5 in the Lost Zone now? Actually, no, we can get to 6 by 7, 8 with the second Comfy, and then 9, 10 on a Vacuum. So yeah, we can get to 10 here for Blake. So Blake can get to 10 attack with Sableye. It's probably not going to be... There's not enough time, I don't think, to win the game, but Blake has the right idea of the game plan to go down here. Of course... Okay, switch cards galore and the vac. That's it. I mean, that's it, right? We had the... So that should be the attack with Sableye here. Not going to be enough, though. There's only 3 minutes left. I don't think it's enough time to actually win this game, but we'll see. Maybe. You gotta go fast, though. Gotta go fast. Get rid of the... That seems fine. I mean, I'm fine with that. I don't think Blake is attached for turn yet, though. So, actually, I don't like that. You should get rid of the other switch card and keep the energy, because the energy attach retreat means you have another energy to work with in your discard pile, and it's equal to the switch card in this scenario. But the switch card is never a replenishable resource, so it never makes sense to have switch card. If you haven't retreated for turn yet, which I don't think Blake has, it never makes sense to actually take switch card over energy when you're basically your sequence from here is going to be attach, retreat, switch. It's the same thing as switch, yeah. There's switch, there's use. Also, if you see 2 energy like this, you could, or if you get another switch card, you could switch plus attach somewhere else. So the next ball keeps the energy. So now we can see attach retreat here, which I think I do want to see. Although, actually, to be on... Oh. No, that's fine. You have the... Oh, wait. Yeah. You definitely get rid of Kyogre here. I don't think Kyogre's ever winning the game, so... Comfy's fine as well. All right, that's 10. I think I like keeping the Nest Ball there, though, because you want to bench second Sableye here, because I don't think it's in the Lost Zone right now. So I would have kept Nest Ball there to put the second Sableye on the bench, and I also would have played a Mirage Gate and put another Psychic on that Sableye and set up an energy on your Comfy as well. Because you're just spamming... Your game plan is spam Sableye from here. Yeah, so there should be another Sableye on the bench here. Because, once again, if Gustavo just goes Iono KO, you maybe just don't have another attacker next turn. This is the same thing that Blake didn't do in game 1. You just need, now that Gardevoir has 4 Iono, you just need to constantly have as many attackers in play as possible at all times. Yep, I like that. KO on the Kirlia. And probably 4 on the Mew, to be honest, because then you force the attachment to the Mew. No, just don't split it. Anything but splitting the damage. The energy on the Mew probably makes the most sense. I don't think it changes too much, because we're just from Gustavo here. We're just gonna see Cresselia. We're just gonna see Gustavo go Cresselia, Iono, but there's only a minute and 20 left, so it's never gonna actually end. The game's never actually ending in a way where either player can win. I don't think. We got 5 prize cards left for Blake, 6 for Gustavo. There's the Cresselia. Actually, to be honest, the damage should have also all been put on Mew as well, because Gustavo maybe struggles to get enough Psychic Pokemon in play. It's possible Gustavo struggles to get enough Psychic Pokemon in play where you can actually KO the Sableye with Cresselia. Fail on the Mew. Gustavo might not even have a supporter here, but now all of a sudden this allows Gustavo to guaranteed knock out the active. Yeah, so 4 on Mew always makes the most sense there. And yeah, actually, Gustavo would have whiffed if wouldn't have been able to KO the Sableye here. Yep, KO Sableye. I go to Blake, 15 seconds. Yeah, this game should end here. We can just go ahead and skip ahead a little bit here. Just end this one. Skip ahead 2. That's time called. And we end in a tie here, I'm sure. I'm just going to make sure they time it out. Yeah, okay. So yeah, game 1, pretty sloppy from... Actually, very sloppy game 1 from Blake. I mean, Gustavo played well. It's kind of what you expect from Gustavo in all 3 games from what I could tell. Didn't miss evolve one of the Ralts. It didn't really matter because Gustavo hit the Candy Guardy anyway, so it wasn't a huge deal. I guess there's also like an argument for Gustavo evolving the Ralts the way they did, because if you evolve the 60 HP one to the Kirlia, then Blake KOs that Kirlia with Sableye. If you KO that Kirlia with Sableye, then that Ralt is in the discard pile. But if it's under the Gardevoir EX and it's kind of protected for the whole game, it can't be Echoing Horned. And then yeah, Blake played pretty sloppy game 1 and 3. Game 2 wasn't really that long, but Blake played pretty well in game 3. But never bench second Sableye. Didn't ever aggressively try to put 2 Sableye in play. So if you guys are Lost Box players, that's what you want to do. You want to put 2 Sableye in play. So when you get Iono'd, you need that much less to recover off the Iono to attack with return. Also, Echoing Horn is really good in the matchup as well. Don't loss on your Echoing Horn. Excalibur versus Aiden with the Lost Box. Double Comfy prize, not really a huge deal, especially if Aiden's going first. If you go second, though, the access to the third Comfy can be a big deal. Of course, Heavy Ball is probably in the deck here for Aiden. It looks like it is a more turbo build. There is the Artisan in here. Personally, not a huge fan of Artisan and Lost Box decks, but it does have Vacuum, so it does look like it's like a more turbo build. Raikou actually is a pretty good attacker in this matchup as well, because it 1 KOs Palkia, which is like a really good attacker in this matchup on Kobe's side. If Kobe plays the Palkia, Kobe might not be playing Palkia. Some funky lists for sure floating around at NAIC for the Excalibur, so I'm interested to see what kind of build Kobe is rocking here. But yeah, like Palkia can be annoying for Lost Box to deal with because it's so big. So we do have Aiden going first, has the Ultra Ball in there, so has Luminion. I assume is not playing. I guess they could be. I assume it's not playing the Aerodactyl. Usually when you see Ultra Ball, Aerodactyl is also possible. This looks like it maybe is just actually Victor's list. I think this might be the same list that Victor played. Oh no, there is the Aerodactyl. Aiden is rocking the Aerodactyl. It's funny. Victor actually didn't play the Aerodactyl at this tournament, and that's been like Victor's go-to for a while. I think the Aerodactyl in the past, I think, has actually been decent. It's kind of cool. I think it was terrible at NAIC meta, though, personally. Like, Lugia was just, like, not a deck. It was a deck, but it wasn't really a deck, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I think being consistent in the Mirror match and against the Guardian matchup was super important. That, like, playing 2 cards for the Lugia matchup is probably not worth it, but Lugia is not as high of a threat at NAIC. What people Aerodactyl and Lost Box? It's for the Lugia matchup. It's also good against Mew. It is also good against Mew. It is also good against Mew, because if you go first against Mew, you can go turn 2, use Aerodactyl, and you shut off all their Genesects, and they just kind of, they don't just lose, because if they're Fusion Mews, they're fine, but also if they attack turn 1 with Meloetta going second as Mew, then you can't respond with Aerodactyl, and they want to kill your Aerodactyl, so it's not very good against Mew anymore, actually, to be honest. I take it back. It's actually just not good against Mew anymore, because it's all Fusion Mew now. If you play against a double Turbo Mew, it's good against double Turbo Mew, but most of them are Fusion, so double Comfy's coming out here. Found the course for next turn. That's all you really need here from Aiden. You could go Ultra Ball for that. I don't really see this full sequence here. You could go Ultra Ball here for Aiden to go grab the Greninja, but not necessary. One of the reasons. Oh, it looks like it is a really aggressive here list. A really aggressive list here from Kobe. I see the stops. I see the cross switchers. Yeah, Kobe's got that aggro list here. Greninja grab. Thinking. Little prize check-in. Love to see a little prize check action. No, something is prized. I don't know what's prized, but something's prized. This can get awkward here, because if Kobe... I don't know if Kobe plays Manaphy, but if Kobe just goes bench Frigibax, Aiden could just go next turn, Greninja, snipe your Frigibax, and the game could just literally end. There's Frigibax. But Kobe could play Manaphy. And if Kobe plays Palkia, Palkia is kind of your deterrent of that, where it's like, okay, you snipe my Frigibax. Now I just activate Palkia, get my energy and play that way. So probably see Battle VIP Pass plus the whatever that thing's called, Chien-Pao. And we'll see the Chien-Pao bench. Here comes the Battle VIP Pass. What do you think of Squawk in Lost Zone box? It seems okay. I just haven't tested it. I saw some people do like the Clap Stadium. Okay, Manaphy. Okay, interesting. So gets the Manaphy, but also gets second Frigibax here from Kobe. So they kind of board lock themselves here, which probably isn't the end of the world. I don't know. That's interesting. So how many can we get into the Lost Zone here? Next turn is Aiden. We get 2 from the Comfies, 2 from Colress, 2 vacuums would be 10. Probably not going to happen. Yeah, because Sableye would hit here. Sableye would be really good. Like, Sableye would literally just win the game, I think. Oh, wait. Kobe plays 170 HP Frigibax. I kind of like that. So that way you don't just get obliterated by Sableye, and you can actually keep one of your Frigibax around. Dude, that's so much work to get around Lost Box obliterating your Frigibax, though. You have to bench the Manaphy. And you have to bench a 60 HP and a 70 HP for Jabax. It's not terrible. And also, Lost Box isn't always going to have it. Like, I don't think Aiden's going to get a Sableye off this turn. But I think Aiden will be fine with just punching with Cram this turn as well. Like, I think if Aiden only gets punched with Cram this turn, I don't think Aiden's sweating. So, and there's the pass over Aiden. We'll see what they can do. I'm sure if Aiden can get Sableye here, though, Aiden will be using Sableye. But I don't think Aiden's sweating if they don't get there. And I don't know if Aiden actually plays triple vacuum. If there's not 3 vacuums in the deck, Aiden can't get there anyways. Second Fridge doesn't lose to Boss. That's true. Second Fridge Jabax wouldn't get KO'd by Boss. It also, so it plays around Sableye, plays around Boss. Most Lost Box decks do play the Boss these days as well, so it's a pretty good guess that you're up against a Boss build as well. That's like a pretty fair assumption. Oh, you also need to get the... I forgot about the Manaphy that's needed for Aiden as well. Aiden also needs the Manaphy here. So still got some options here. I think there's a Nest Ball in hand. I think Aiden could go get Greninja here and then use Greninja. I'd be surprised if we don't see that happen. Here comes the Nest Ball. Here comes the Greninja. Yeah, we're using Greninja now. You'll push the Prime Sub there. Chewy Elephant. Welcome to the round pack. We're all out of... Ooh, okay, no, actually, we're going a little bit more aggressive here from Aiden. We're going for the Dragonite. So we're going for the Dragonite KO here. Has the Force Seal Stone to find the Vacuum. Boom, throwing it all down. Here comes the Forest. Yeah, we're just getting aggro here. And I do kind of like this. I like this whenever you can as Aiden to get these more aggressive prize knockouts. When you can. Oh, there's the Beach Court in play. I was wondering how we were switching, but we have Beach Court. Back. Get rid of the Aerodactyl. Gets rid of the Beach Court, actually. I don't know if I like that. I almost feel like the Beach Court is better for Aiden than it is for Kobe. Now, the Beach Court being in play does increase Kobe's odds of getting the knockout with Chien-Pao, but I don't know if that overvalues the Beach Court sticking in play for Aiden to use next turn, to be honest. I actually think I like the Beach Court sticking because Kobe doesn't need that much to still pull off a knockout next turn. Even if you get rid of the Beach Court, Kobe just needs like 1 more energy, and Kobe needs 5 energy instead of 4. Like, I don't think that's making a big difference for this KO here. I would like to see Aiden keep the Beach Court because I think the Beach Court is going to has a higher chance of valuing Aiden if it sticks in play for next turn than it would if Kobe gets access to it on the following turn. Like, you do decrease Kobe's odds of knocking out your Dragonite, but not to the point where I don't think the value of you potentially having it on your next turn is better. So I actually don't like that. I would rather see the Force Seal Stone get lost on tier, I think, from Aiden. But gets the energy on the Dragonite. And then if we could see a Sableye bench here from Aiden, I would like to see it. But just has a Clara and an Ultra Ball. But yeah, I do like the Dragonite. There's still no Greninja in play for Aiden, which is not good, but I don't hate the trade-off here from Aiden of getting the Dragonite knockout here. I think is really solid, for sure. Because even if you just follow up with Cram next turn as Aiden, you're still on tempo to be winning the game through the prize trade. So going to Cram, then just chain Sableye from there, and the game is in your favor. So here we go, Kobe with the Greninja. And I'm sure Kobe here is looking for a knockout on the active, but it's not looking good. No, there's the Irida. I think we have it here. I think Kobe's got it here. Yeah, I think Kobe's got the knockout here. Oh, yeah, we have the Ultra Ball. It's close. I think Kobe's got it here. Candy, Baxcalibur. And then we got the Ultra Ball for the Chien-Pao. And that should be a knockout here, I think, pretty cleanly. Yeah, and I don't think Kobe's stressing about not having the access to the pivot here as well. Which is like, you know, we bumped the Beach Court. The Beach Court would have been in play for Aiden to take advantage of going to... And also, Aiden doesn't have a whole ton to work with either. I think Aiden would have maybe liked, like, if the Beach Court stuck around, I think Aiden would have enjoyed that Beach Court here for sure. I don't know. The Ultra Ball, giving up the Mew. You don't want to really put Mew in play. It's too like convenient of a knockout for Sableye. Gives up that. Here we go. Chien-Pao on the way, and then has the Chien-Pao to search out 2 energy, and then we can use the Retrieval to get 4 to get the KO here on this. Boom, there's the retreat. Chien-Pao for 2. Like I said, I don't think Kobe's stressing over that +1 energy. Like, I don't know. I was gonna say in the Beach Court, like, sure, it would have given Kobe a little bit more to work with, but I think like I said, I think it values Aiden if it sticks around. The chance of it sticking around values Aiden a little bit more here, but it's close. And then Superior. What do you get rid of here? This is making Kobe work a little bit harder though. Like, what do you get rid of here as Kobe? Do you get rid of the double energy to get 4 energy? You get to keep the cross switcher and Luminion. You probably want to do that. You're looking for the cross switcher play on the Manaphy plus. I assume Kobe plays. I'm assuming Kobe does play the canceling clone if you got the cross switchers in here. So we're looking for that play at some point. Ooh, the Iono and the Superior off the prize cards that's about as good as it gets, I think. All right, Aiden did pull the Raikou off the prize card, so we could see Aiden just go for Raikou knockout on the active. That's probably just the play, to be honest. I think that's what we're going to see Aiden do here. If Aiden has the energy... Ooh, there's a Lightning in the Lost Zone and a Lightning in the discard pile. Aiden might not have access to those energies in the deck. There's a Raikou. Oh, but it does have Clara. So if there's a Psychic and a Water in the deck, then it does work here for Aiden. This is why you check your prize cards. I don't know if Aiden should just know what's left here. There's a Fighting and a Water. Okay, we're good. I was like, you should just know. Goes for the Psychic, though. Interesting. Maybe you want to leave the Water in that because you maybe just want to go Raikou into Dragonite. Actually, I don't hate that. The problem with putting the Dragonite on the board, though, is that if Kobe does Iono you next turn, and then you don't actually have a way to set up the Dragonite guaranteed, then you can just lose by having a 2-prizer on board. And you might have to go hit with Cram. So I don't love the idea of benching the... I do want to see... I think I want to see Aiden go get that Greninja here for sure. Ooh, going with the Clara immediately, though. Maybe we're going to use the Ultra Ball afterwards. See, I don't like the idea... I don't love the idea of benching the Dragonite. I don't hate it. It'll be interesting to see what Aiden actually does here. I'm curious to see what Aiden actually does here. There's a Lightning for the Raikou. I think we're Ultra Balling here. There's a comfy prize, but I think we Ultra Ball away the Heavy Ball here. I think you keep the Dragonite around. I just wouldn't bench it, I don't think. There's a Vacuum in the hand as well. So we're Ultra Balling away Water, Vacuum. We're definitely going to get Greninja here. And if we get Greninja, I guess we're benching that anyways. Or just thinking about the Sableye. I think you want the Greninja for the extra draw power. It's actually why I wasn't 100% sure if... I guess Aiden kind of always has to play the Clara. I was like, what if we Ultra Balled first and use Greninja first? Because then what if we get into a Super Rod or like a Colress? I don't know. There's a Super Rod and a Palpad. Ooh, Palpad is really good here. I would definitely use the Palpad right now. Probably gonna Fleet-footed first though. Well, did we Fleet-footed? Well, yeah, we don't want to draw the Colress next turn, I guess. We definitely should Palpad this turn. What do we grab? Clara's okay. You definitely want the Colress. I don't even know if you want the Clara, to be honest. What does Clara recover for you? There's like no, I would just get just Colress here, actually, to be honest. I don't think the Clara's that good. It's okay though. I guess if you hit with Cram and then you can recover Cram hit. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Oh, we're not gonna Palpad here? There's just no shot. That is correct. All right, Aiden doing a little bit of trolling. I think also just didn't play Heavy Ball as well. So literally just has 2 dead cards in the deck now. Yeah, Aiden doing a little bit of trolling here. That's definitely not correct. You definitely play the Palpad to recover the Colress. Maybe the Clara. I'm not sold on the Clara yet. I'm not going to overthink it, though. And then you definitely play that Heavy Ball, and you just don't put it back in your deck. You just burn it. Because those are 2 dead cards that are going back to your deck now after Kobe Ionos you here. Kobe does also need... need a Chi and Pow here. Kobe actually might not get a KO here. There's Pokestop. And we're going to see the Pokestop first here. That is not it. All right, the Iono here. We're going to have to get... Ooh, what do we need? We need Chi and Pow, and we need... sheesh. We need Chi and Pow, and we need Retrieval. We do have Bidoof in play, which can become a B-Barrel. We got some hope here. Yeah, I think Aiden on the last turn probably just wasn't thinking about Iono. That'd have to be my guess. That's rough. We can still actually get there, though, for Kobe. So we can see Nest Ball. Play Nest Ball. Is there 2 water energy left in the deck is the question. You could... Oh, wait, was there a possibility? I want to see what's left in the deck, actually. So what Kobe could have done is play Nest Ball. Get... No, because you can't retreat the Chi and Pow. Never mind. I'm wrong. I wonder if... I almost feel like Kobe shouldn't have used the Pokestop before using... I feel like Kobe should have used Iono first. I forgot that Chi and Pow has to be in the active to use its ability. I was like, Kobe could get Chi and Pow, use Chi and Pow's ability, attach active, retreat, use Greninja. But you can't do that because you can't get into the active because you don't have the energy. But I feel like Kobe actually should have held off on the Pokestop use until after, because you had an energy, superior energy retrieval in hand as Kobe, which is then going to the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you'd want to shuffle the deck first. Ideally, shuffle the deck, like draw into a Nest Ball off the Iono, play the Nest Ball, get the Chi and Pow, shuffle the deck, then use Pokestop to possibly get the superior energy retrieval. Because you have to Iono there as Kobe. You don't have a choice. Because it's not even so much about seeing new cards as Kobe. It's about disrupting Aiden's hand. So, yeah. All right, everything's upside down here for Kobe. I don't know how many Canceling Cologne Kobe plays. Canceling Cologne is prized for Kobe. And 2 Chi and Pow. Which if Aiden plays this aggressive again with Dragonite, possibly depending on how things draw out, that's not good. And then Luminium prize for Aiden. Those Ultra Balls might be useless. We'll see. I've seen lists with the double canceling clones. I'm curious how many canceling clone Kobe is rocking. Mew starts pretty good though, and Kobe will be going first this one. Has a Battle VIP pass in hand. Has Candy Baxcalibur in hand as well. So Kobe's cooking. Now see if Kobe can get behind the Manaphy. I mean, you want to play around like the turbo play potential from Aiden. Yeah, you probably Manaphy Bidoof. No Greninja, but there's no water in hand. Couldn't he energy retrieval attach and then Iono? So I think he could have actually. That's actually would have been an interesting play there. Something. I think that's second canceling clone. There's also an Ultra Ball. I still don't think Kobe can get the Chien-Pao in the active to start to thin the energy out of the deck, though. I don't think it's a possibility. The hand doesn't look super aggressive here from Aiden, so might not have to sweat it. That's Candy Baxcalibur, and then Ultra Ball next turn for B-Barrel, I guess. Yep, pass over to Aiden. So Aiden's going to be looking for just Cram Punch here. And it could be with an Escape Rope, could not be. Greninja Nest Ball, grab another Comfey, use Greninja. Ooh, it's actually looking at the Raikou here. Oh no, just like doing some prize checking. I take it back. But yeah, Cram hit here is from Aiden is what we're looking at. Manaphy's prized though. That's big. Yeah, Manaphy is prized. On Aiden's side. That's a big one. So we're looking for the heavy ball here from Aiden. There's no Greninja in play yet from Kobe. You could do like a weird... There could be a weird play here from Aiden where you bait Kobe into Greninja and then Sableye on the next turn and like KO both Baxcalibur in a turn 3 turns from now with 3 Sableye. You push the Prime Sub there. Original Tay. With the Rat Pack. We're all out of milk, but we got plenty of tools. Yeah, Aiden could like bait the Greninja play here from Kobe. That'd be interesting. And then like I said, go into Sableye. Go Sableye 12 on Baxcalibur. Next turn 12 on Baxcalibur. And then third Sableye KO both Baxcalibur. And leave Kobe with like no attackers besides maybe a Greninja. That'd be interesting. Maybe a little bit risky though, I guess. We'll probably just see Aiden punch with Cram here. If they can find... I would like to see something else grabbed here as well. Either a Sableye or another Comfey or a 2-prizer. It looks like Dragonite is going to be the mon of choice here for Aiden, which makes sense because like for Kobe to maybe attack this turn, they might have to put a Chien-Pao into the active, which once again kind of accelerates the prize trade, but I think that favors Aiden for the prize trade to be like accelerated. That's what Aiden wants. You don't want to sit here and just go back and forth 1 for 1, because then the Iono start to hit harder. Or hit, I don't know, does that make a difference? Give up a Sableye here. Actually whiffs the attack, but this could go down that route that I was talking about. So we got the Candy Baxcalibur, but it's gonna be really hard for Kobe to find. Then we have Ultra Ball for B-Barrel. It would be really hard for Kobe to find 3 energy and Greninja off of the B-Barrel for 4, but it's not impossible. That's why I said like it's probably gonna have. We're probably gonna have to see Chien-Pao get used here. There's the B-Barrel. Yeah, if a knockout happens this turn, it probably has to be with a Chien-Pao because you have to. It's hard to find the water energy, and also Kobe prized. I think Kobe probably only plays 3 in Chien-Pao. And because of that, actually, Kobe might not have a response to the Dragonite next turn because I think they're in the last 2 prize cards. There's an Iono in hand. No, it's an Irida. Okay. I mean, I think it's just Irida for our Mew first. Oh, I like that, yeah, actually. Okay, there's a Nest Ball. So now you could Candy Frigibax now. Off the Irida, I guess. They didn't quite get 3 waters, so they can't do the Greninja play that I was talking about. Unless there's a water in the discard prop, but I'm pretty sure there's not. Maybe if they play an Energy Search, but I don't think you ever play Energy Search in this deck. It's the Chien-Pao grab, yeah. They play a Switch Cart. Let's see. I don't know if there's another canceling clone in there or not. I think there is. I think there is 2 canceling clone in the list. There's the Chien-Pao grab there. Think about grabbing the Greninja there. You could have, well, you could get Greninja, use Greninja, and then draw into a water energy. Ooh, and they go for another cross switcher. Oh, can they knock out the Dragonite here? That would actually be huge. Oh, they can. Wait. No, they can't. Wait, can they? Could they have? No. What did they get off the Mew? You got Nest Ball, okay. Did they just keep the Nest Ball? They did just keep the Nest Ball, okay. Yeah, I thought they had like the double cross switcher play there. That would have been crazy. Instead, we're just going to go Chien Pao, knockout Comfy, which is not as good. Definitely not as good. All right. That's fine. Pop the Comfy. And then, yeah, Aiden's going to be looking for the Dragonite response. But if we just go back and forth, but the two... Oh, my gosh. That's so bad for Kobe. No, but Kobe does play a Heavy Ball, I think. So Kobe could Heavy Ball for... But see, this is why checking prize cards is so important. Now, did Kobe check their prize cards? I'm not sure. Does Kobe know that there's two Chien Pao prized? I don't know. I think Kobe does play Heavy Ball, though. And Kobe definitely misplayed last turn if they know there's two things prized. Because they could have Nest Balled for this Chien Pao. And then they could have played Irida. And then instead of getting a cross switcher, they could have got a Heavy Ball. But that doesn't seem like it's what happened. So we'll have to, of course, see if Aiden can even get the KO here. And so far, Aiden has used Greninja and Comfy, and the hand sucks. Wait, no. There's only 3 in the Lost Zone. I don't think Aiden has used anything yet. The Pokemon are just tapped. You gotta untap those. Maybe Aiden's used Greninja. I don't know. Actually, has Aiden used everything here? I thought there was only 2 in the I thought there was 3 in the Lost Zone last turn. Oh, everything's done. Sableye chill? Sableye and chill? Catch your Dragonite and pass. Okay, so terrible start here for Aiden. Back over to Kobe. The hand sucks. We can use Mew. We could get the KO on this Dragonite if we can find a cross switcher here, though. Cross switcher, let's get it. There we go. Cross switcher. We think it? No, we're taking cross switcher. All right, let's KO this Dragonite. Get 2 prize cards. Get ahead. We might even see Aiden concede on this play. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be like super shocked if Aiden concede here because it gets pretty tough from here. It gets really tough from here, I think. Of course, we know that 2 Chien Paos are still prized for Kobe. I don't know if Kobe actually plays the Heavy Ball. I thought I saw it in there. Most people play the Heavy Ball, so that's why I'm kind of assuming the Heavy Ball is there. Okay. Aiden is conceding there. Just make sure they have the energy. That's fair, I guess. All right, prizes. Now we'll see Aiden going first in this one. I mean... It's not the first time we've seen Aiden go first. They didn't go first in the first one? I think so. 2 Frigibacks prized for Kobe. Kobe definitely only plays 3 Frigibacks. And the Luminium prize. That could be rough as well. If you only have like an Ultra Ball for Kobe to get going, then that could be tough. Manaphy start here for Aiden. Greninja and Comfy off the Battle VIP Pass. Chien Pao start here for Kobe. So we're looking probably for like a turn 2 Dragonite here from Aiden, to be honest. Is probably what we're gonna... Probably what Aiden's going to be looking for. There's the Dragonite. It's in the deck. Decent amount of energy in the deck and then in the hand. I don't know if they have more Pokemon Search or not. Just checking prize cards, I think. It's like one of those situations where... And I guess you don't really know how many Iono Kobe really plays. I'm getting Iono to 6 turn 1 is just like not that big of a deal. But like... You could try and get down Dragonite with a 4 Seal Stone if you have the 4 Seal Stone in hand. Not off this first Battle VIP Pass. I think you always get double Comfy or Comfy Greninja. We see the Comfy Greninja here from Aiden. All right. Should see Greninja get used next here, I assume. There we go. Ninja for 2. Not sure what those are. And then we'll see Comfy get used. I don't think there's any Pokemon or Pokemon Search cards. Oh, there's not a Battle VIP Pass. Okay, so we should see Battle VIP Pass. Now, this is definitely the one where you definitely get second Comfy here. You definitely question if whether or not you should just grab Dragonite. And I'm leaning towards... I kind of like the idea of just grabbing Dragonite. Like, once again, if you get Iono turn 1, draw to a 4 Seal Stone, you got the V on the bench ready to go. And you probably... Like, the Chien Pao's in the active, you're probably looking at Punch a Dragonite next turn. But we do see the Cram grab, or Cram getting eyed up here from Aiden. I kind of like the Dragonite grab, to be honest. I don't hate the Dragonite. I think I maybe even saw a 4 Seal Stone in the hand there from Aiden. Settles for the Cram, though. I mean, Cram does kind of make the game, like, slow down the game a little bit more to attack with Cram next turn. So you have, like, more turns to kind of set up through your plays. But I feel like when you can get the big Dragonite knockouts, it makes like your follow-up so much easier. Because, like, Dragonite's, like, one attacker. You use the... What's it called? Efficiently... what are they? The Mirage Gates efficiently, and then you can go into like Sableye, clean up from there, pretty well. Wait, what? Oh, there's a Manaphy in the active. I thought it would Comfy into Comfy, and then yeah, okay, we're just fine. Got rid of the Psychic there. Colress in the hand, so pretty good hand. Kobe seems to have some stuff to work with in the hand as well. But yeah, with double Frigibax prized, we could see... No, it's probably not. We could see a Sableye next turn from Aiden to KO lone Frigibax, but it probably won't happen. And Manaphy is in the deck as well. So Kobe at the very least can get Manaphy plus a Frigibax to protect the Frigibax. That feels so bad. Like, to have to do that to like set up against Lost Box is like you have to turn one, put down a Manaphy and a Frigibax before you just get Greninja'd. You lose all your Frigibacks. It just feels awful. That's like so... I don't... It just feels bad. It looks bad. It feels bad. It's so awkward. Because then you just have that Manaphy hanging out there the rest of the game that just gets KO'd by a Sableye for free. And then they get to put 5 damage counter somewhere else. Okay, Greninja. Uh-oh. There's a Bidoof. Got the B-Barrel. No Manaphy, though. So Greninja... I don't want to say it just wins the game for Aiden next turn. Was pretty good next turn. Let's see. Yeah, if Aiden... It's also another reason why I didn't love the Cram grab here. Like, Greninja's also possibly a really good attacker next turn. Greninja is like a pretty good attacker here next turn. Like, the thing with Lost Box now with Iono in the format is like you need to flood your board with attackers and like set up multiple at the same time. So when you get Iono'd, you have a backup attacker already ready to go as often as possible. Cram's not bad as a backup attacker if you're ahead, but like if this board had like a Sableye on it and like a Dragonite when you attack with Greninja, like that's just better. I don't know. I'm just just not a huge fan of the Cram grab. I think I would have rather have seen the Dragonite there over the Cram. I don't know. Might not matter. We'll see. Luminion and Aerodactyl. That's not too Luminion, right? Luminion, Aerodactyl, Bite the Dust. We got the 4 Seal Stone. We've got a Vacuum in the hand. I would be surprised. Those are the Comfy. I'd be surprised if we're not pulling off the Greninja play this turn. The Greninja play is happening, right? There's just no way it's not happening here. There's too many good cards in there. I just see a lot of good cards in there. There's no way it's not happening here. I think we actually could have Greninja'd away the... See, now we have the Raikou on the bench as well with the 4 Seal Stone, which you'd much rather have the Dragonite than the Raikou. And it looks like we're eyeing up... This is actually interesting from Aiden. I don't know why we didn't still use Greninja first on that Lightning Energy. Yeah, I don't know why Aiden didn't Greninja the Lightning Energy first and then use 4 Seal Stone. I think Aiden's getting a little bit ahead of them because they currently still have to use double Mirage Gate. Anyways, they still currently have to use double Mirage Gate. I'm a little bit confused here. Oh. Uh-oh. They hopefully are fine here. Hopefully it's not a big deal. Okay, it looks like it's not a big deal. Yeah, so double Mirage Gate is still happening. So I think the Greninja should have just been used first here. I don't know why Aiden didn't just start the sequence with using Greninja. Once again, kind of going back to what I was saying, I guess it doesn't really matter. Like this is like so bad for Kobe. Yeah, okay. This does let Aiden, I guess, harder treat with the energy off the Comfy. So maybe this does make a little bit more sense. I guess this could make a little bit more sense because of that. Oh, you have a switch card in hand though. I don't know. I think we should have started with Greninja because it's possible. It's possible we don't even use the 4 Seal Stone this turn, which is even better, right? We just get to save 4 Seal Stone. That sounds sick. This was once again what I was talking about. Like we just like Iono here is pretty good from Kobe because the board state from Aiden doesn't have that many good attackers on it. Like Raikou's okay, not a good Dragonite. Cram's not that good, and then Greninja in the active. But if the Cram was just a... If the Cram was a Dragonite, then we could have had the other bench space open to become anything. Or, I mean, Cram's not terrible when you're this far ahead, though, probably. So it's not going to be too bad, actually. We probably just see KO Frigibax. And it does do the 90 on the active, which I guess that does set up for the Raikou to get the knockout next turn. So I guess I don't hate that, the Raikou here. The Raikou kind of works out. Could we have ended up with a Lightning Energy on the Raikou, though? Or is the second Lightning Energy prize, though? Oh, yeah. Aiden definitely misplayed. Yeah. Because we could have put the Fighting Energy on the Comfy. Because Aiden went Lightning Energy, retreat the Comfy, right? No, they switch carded. Oh, so we could have just attached the Lightning to the... Oh, we could have just attached the Lightning to the Raikou. Because we didn't attach Return yet, right here, as Aiden? I don't think so. I think we should have probably just attached, just in case we get Iono'd, right? Yeah, we should just attach to the Raikou here. I don't think there's a reason not to, because if you just get Iono'd here, that just feels bad. It is boss on Manaphy, draw with B-Barrel, though, so not great here from Kobe. Searches out 2 energy. I don't think I like that, because now you're going to draw less off B-Barrel next turn. I mean, you're in a really bad spot here as Kobe no matter what, but I think we're trying to max... Oh, no, I guess we still have Greninja to draw with here as Kobe. So that's what we're trying to thin out the deck before we use Greninja. Okay, that's fine, I guess. We are still hoping to, like, draw a... Actually, maybe I don't like that. That's, like, just so weird. I guess Kobe's hand is just so bad, maybe it doesn't... Like, what is the correct way to play this? Your hand is so bad here as Kobe. What is the correct play here to do? So if you use Boss, you get to draw with B-Barrel. But if you use Boss, you don't get to... And you get to take a knockout, I guess. But that means you don't get to play a different supporter. So now you're locked into... Whatever you get off B-Barrel and the Greninja is all you get. But if you Greninja'd or B-Barreled into a Irida, then you could have played Irida, which gets you Frigibacks. And there's no Sableye on the bench here from Aiden, so then you get to set up your Frigibacks. Now, but then you don't get to KO the active because you can only do 120 damage. I mean, it's all so bad here from Kobe. I don't know. Maybe there's not a good play here. I don't know if a good play exists. Because now we're going to draw into this Irida. And now it's like, well, we can't even get a Frigibacks down. So now we KO the Manaphy as Kobe, but then we just lose the game because we don't have a Frigibacks in play. So... I think from Kobe, I think it would have been better if... I think what Kobe should have done there is play to just fall further behind on the prize exchange and then rely on Iono as the comeback card at this point and just get a Frigibacks down. Because if you take this knockout as Kobe, now Aiden can lock you out of Frigibacks for the rest of the game. Oh, wait a second, but Kobe prized 2 Frigibacks, right? But you could have played Irida to get Heavy Ball to get a Frigibacks if Kobe plays Heavy Ball. But I think Kobe does play Heavy Ball. But yeah, Kobe did prize 2 Frigibacks, but you do play Heavy Ball. So you get Irida for Heavy Ball, get Frigibacks. I think Kobe plays Heavy Ball. I actually don't know for sure. And then you rely on and then you keep Aiden board locked. But now Aiden can get a Sableye in play. So now what Aiden can do is just get a Sableye in play, and then as soon as you bench your Frigibacks, it just gets blown up by Sableye. So yeah, I don't like that play there from Kobe. I think Kobe should have played for the Heavy Ball. If Kobe plays Heavy Ball, I'm actually not 100% sure if Kobe. I think I saw a Heavy Ball on Kobe's list. So. But actually, I don't like that play. Because now Aiden can get a Sableye down, and now you just get trapped. Your Frigibacks get spawn killed. So now I really don't like that play. And in fact, I would like to see Aiden bench a Sableye. Aiden has a Sableye. I would this Sableye should definitely get benched. I would even go as far to say as Aiden should bench Sableye, and then play a gate to your Sableye and a Comfy to have a pivot set up on a Comfy. Yeah, I would even play a gate here, I think. It's not necessary, but I think it would be good. Just get that much more set up to be able to respond to Frigibacks getting benched. You just have more ways to obliterate it. There we go. There's the knockout. Go down 2 more prize cards. We probably have to see the Greninja push here from Kobe. Push Greninja. Bench Frigibacks. Ideally, you also need to play an Iono here to hope that the Sableye play doesn't happen. And that's why I would have liked to have seen the gate happen here from Aiden. So you need less cards off of getting Iono potentially to recover. Because if Kobe does have like Frigibacks here, like Kobe theoretically could go Frigibacks, Manaphy, Iono knockout, or Iono pass, and you go, okay, draw. Maybe you don't draw that well for Aiden, knockout, and then Kobe goes, okay, Iono again, knockout, and then maybe you can take over from there as Kobe. There's the Heavy Ball. Sorry, Kobe does play Heavy Ball. Confirmed. Pretty sure they play. So I definitely don't like the way that Kobe played that last turn out because they played the Heavy Ball. They definitely should have played aggressively for Heavy Ball. Once again, this comes back to checking our prize cards. I don't know if Kobe checked their prize cards and knew that the Frigibacks was prize, but I think this like opening up their bench space to let them put Sableye down is just too good. Like I said, no matter what, you're in a bad spot, but you're trying to put yourself in a better spot if possible. You can bench double Frigibacks here as Kobe though. One, it does have the 70 HP, so this turn from Kobe, we can go Frigibacks, Manaphy. I guess what we're going to see. Okay, so getting to Max Caliber next turn is not quite guaranteed, but pretty close. There's a switch card in hand here from Kobe. You could switch card into one of the Frigibacks. I don't hate that, actually, to be honest. Battle VIP passes are definitely clogging the hand here for Kobe as well. Definitely don't want to switch card into your Jianpao, but you could go into the... attach active. Saving the switch card. Retreat to B-Barrel? I don't know about this. That's a draw. Like, your hand is currently your hand is currently can't use B-Barrel, but your out is Iono, and if you Iono, you're freeing up your hand. Why wouldn't you give them just a Frigibacks here? I'm not sure I like this play. Or she has oh, there's a boss in hand here for Aiden. Oh, this game is just over. Yeah. So Aiden, this turn, Aiden can just go boss KO Chi and Pow plus Mirage Gate to the Sableye, and then Sableye can like win the game on the next turn. And we have I think there's a vacuum in the hand as well here for Aiden. I believe there's a vacuum in hand here for Aiden. So Aiden can even get to 10 in the Lost Zone right now. Currently there's only 9, so it would just be like a Comfy away, but this should just basically be over. And you have the Pal Pad too, so you can boss the Chi and Pow, and you can Pal Pad back the boss and a Colress, so then like boss comes out to cram to KO, and then like you have a Colress in the deck, so it gets you to like set up another Sableye or like something, whatever it might be. You appreciate the 2-month resub there, Murray Souls. So yeah, this one's over here, I think. I don't know how the comeback, I can't see a comeback line here from Kobe. I don't think it exists. As long as like Aiden actually sets up all these things. Like maybe that was a reason to like not, no, that's not a reason. Palpad, boss, Colress, chillin'. And plenty of time left as well, so that's not gonna be an issue. Can even play the Ultra Ball here as well and burn through some stuff in the deck. But here comes, grab the Psychic. Grab the water. Psychic there. Water the Greninja. Manaphy still in play. I think it's... I mean, it's a little nitpicky, but the water's better on a Comfy here, I think. Because, I mean, there's Manaphy in play, so you can't literally win. You can't use Greninja anyways. There's a vacuum. I like that. Burn more cards. Play the Ultra Ball if you can, but to be honest, all the cards in hand are really good, so probably don't do that. Just take the knockout for 2. And then, yeah, I mean, it's impossible. Actually, hold up a little. I take that back. No, it is impossible. It's not possible for Kobe to win. I don't think. Kobe's play has to be... All right, Kobe concedes. Kobe's play had to be top deck Iono, double cross switcher up, cram. Play the double cross switcher on the cram, play Iono, candy back Excalibur, attack with Greninja, KO Sableye and a Comfy. And then Aiden has to not win with the... It's a 1-card hand, though. It's possible. But yeah. The top deck, I think, was a canceling clone there. So yeah, not happening. Dub for Aiden. 2-1.